today. From AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's the NFC Wild Card Round on EA Sports. We'll see Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys taking on Jimmy Garoppolo and the San Francisco 49ers.
Well, the roof is closed, but as you can probably tell, the mouths of these Cowboy fans could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an NFC wildcard matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The former second-round pick back in 2014, Jimmy Garoppolo trotting into place, looking to guide this San Francisco 49er offense.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing, and now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose, or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart, but make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And he is going to have a Niners first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5.
It's a gain of 6. First down, San Francisco.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Great patience in the pocket. Of course, it's easy to be patient when the protection's good, and it was.
Yeah, you've got to pat those guys on the helmet and say thanks because they gave him plenty of time to stay back there, survey the field, go through the reads that he wanted to, and deliver the ball accurately. That was really well executed.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 down at the 31. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. That is caught at the 7. And the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here, 1st and goal. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. So much for being intimidated on the road in the playoffs, right? That was a pretty clinical drive right there.
Yeah, they seem to come out with the attitude of, we don't deal with pressure. We create it on the other team. Just took it right down the field and stuffed it in the end zone.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And Tevin Coleman polished it off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
And he comes into these playoffs bringing a team that's been battle-tested, won the division, and earned the home playoff game here in round 1. But every year they know that a division champ, it feels like, gets beat. They don't want to be that team. They have to avoid the overconfidence and make sure they play the same way they played during the regular season. Mistake-free and with passion.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. The 49ers have Richie James back deep. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They just did manage to sneak into the playoffs as a 6th seed, so it's a tough road ahead. They know that. They would need to win 3 games on the road in January. But, hey, here's the bottom line. There's 18 other teams that wouldn't mind being in this spot right about now.
Yeah, and you had to stick it to them, didn't you? Those 18 who are sitting at home right now. But you're exactly right about that. Your point about how daunting this is well taken because it all depends on their mindset at this point. How do they break it down so they're not looking at this whole big road and saying to themselves, we've got no shot. You've got to break it down to this game right now. Win this one, then worry about the rest of them after this.
His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Second and 12. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And his pass incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And it's third down. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. It just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back near his goal line, it's Prescott. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. On third down, it's Prescott. And Prescott is going to be taken down. He couldn't get away, and that's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Room here to run. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Coleman now. And he's got room. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He's settling in nicely here in the first quarter running the football. Remember, he already has the touchdown run.
And you can feel the vibe, can't you? He's in unison with his offensive front. They are in concert together. So if you're flipping over to the other side of the line of scrimmage, they've got to be more physical and handle some of these gaps that have been created.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13-yard line.
First down, 49ers.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 4-yard line.
From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. A strong run there, boy, when he gets it, especially around the goal line, like a bull in a china shop.
And none of us ever want to confront that bull in any china shop, do we? Any more than we want to confront him. Got behind his pads, ran with power, and got into the end zone.
What an asset around the goal line, a guy like that.
It's almost like a safety blanket, isn't it? When all else fails, hand it to this big back and let him power his way forward.
And that will make this a 16-point lead. That time a 6-play drive. And finishing it off with a touchdown run was Jordan Howard. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds him. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. Elliott. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line.
Here's Elliott. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. 16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA Sports. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Mostert a 1st down carry, and this will wind up only getting him a couple. And it'll bring up 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Draw play. Garoppolo gives to Mostert. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Dak and the Cowboy offense heading back onto the field. And I never played quarterback, but I'm thinking as a quarterback, you're a little bit into the game now. Second quarter, you're losing. You're not playing well. Probably feels like a lot of weight on your shoulders.
Certainly does, but it's something that quarterbacks have to be used to because they're always carrying around that weight. So how do they adjust the weight? How do they make it work for them? How do they work against it? That's what we're going to find out going forward.
They'll be trying to get all that weight off his shoulders here on this drive. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. This one caught left side by Cooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
It's now 2nd and 6.
6 yards left on 2nd down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Nick Bosa able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And his throw is incomplete. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
Let's see what our player spotlight feature has in store with Dak Prescott. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot him at the 44.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the play as they try to chip away at this 16-point deficit. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Now Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, 38 yards. And the Cowboys cut into that lead.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's good, and that cuts it to 9 at 16-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Now James returning. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. And that'll set them back 5. Here's Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, he got great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, a run with Mostert. Muscles him off. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Coleman. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Garoppolo looks to throw. Incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. 3rd down here. Throwing now is Garoppolo. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
Well, that play really didn't fool them. They completed the screen pass, but for lost yardage, a really nice play by the defense.
So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Well, able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Open man is Jacob Hollister. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Prescott on first down. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. First down, Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. This is caught. There he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. They haven't fully climbed the mountain, but they've started the ascent here with that score.
I like that, right? I think they've left base camp now, okay? So they've started to move their way up the mountain. Long way to go, but at least they know it's manageable.
Zerline now for the PAT. And this is back to a 5-point game. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Tevin Coleman and the rest of the offense making their way back out. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, guys, thanks very much. The playoffs are underway. The first of 4 games this weekend. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, time to look ahead to Sunday's action here in the NFC. A 4-5 battle that ought to be a tight one, as it's going to be the Los Angeles Rams squaring off against the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, nothing settled in our wild card game. It's a tight one as we get ready for the third quarter. Standing by to take you the rest of the way, let's get it back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw is Prescott. And his throw is going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. Oh, can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. But it appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 34. He'll begin with a handoff to Howard. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
On first down, Garoppolo. Going to throw right side here, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards there and a Niner first. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. They'll run the draw with Mostert.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Well, not a fun game at all for anyone who's playing defense on the field at this point. They just gave up another first down on another good run. I wonder if the defense coordinator just says, let's sell out, play against the run, and not worry about getting beat by the pass.
First down, they run with Howard. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well. Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And he's got Hireman. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Try to punch it in with Howard. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Jordan Howard. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And finishing it off with a touchdown run was Jordan Howard. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 27-yard line.
Tenth carry now for Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down, 49ers. Here we go.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult.
That's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football, and they still find ways to knock it free.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Throwing on 2nd down. Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
Yeah, that's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they get a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line.
They'll try and run here with Mostert.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. He's been terrific so far. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Prescott, that's caught by Hollister. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Throwing, Prescott. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 20.
He'll set up to throw from the gun. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. The Niners on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd down and 12. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott, that's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 19-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's got it. And they take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. And this is back to a 5-point game. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And here now the offense heading back out there. And right now they're just looking for a little more cushion, trying to make this a 2-score game. Points here would go a long way, obviously, to propelling them into the next round.
And this is where the head coach, offensive coordinator, they've had to set a tone all year long about what they do on offense. So most teams want to stay in attack mode, but you have to do it with some bit of caution, don't you? Because you can't come away with no points. You need these points here in order to feel a lot better about where they are in this game.
But this time of the year, playoffs, game of this magnitude, this is what we hope for.
Yeah, it's exactly what we hope for. You want to run your offense cautiously, but not so cautiously that you just give it up.
Almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner 1st down. just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Now Mostert. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Going to give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13-yard line. 13 yards down to the 13.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Now Howard. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
1st and goal, San Francisco. Here we go.
Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. George Kittle there to make the grab. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And he's such a talented tight end, just creates nightmarish-type matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, we're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover him? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You going to yell at me? You go cover him.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Now from the shotgun, he'll throw.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Prescott from the gun. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The Cowboys on 3rd down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll throw again. Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And that'll be good
for 8 yards to the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Prescott yet again. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he's got this down to the 35. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. To the air again, Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And again, it's Prescott. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. This is Elliott. Shoves him away. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Elliott. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. On 2nd and goal, Prescott. This is caught, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown.
touchdown. It's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Back onto the field comes this offense led by George Kittle. And a bounce back here for him after a slow start. And sometimes that's how it goes with tight ends. Those catches in their games, they can go in waves at that position.
And you get so locked into stopping them that you think, okay, hey, look at that. We've held him down. And the best ones, you really don't hold down for an entire game. They're going to get their catches. Your job is to keep them from being big-time catches that break you down totally.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Here's Coleman. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they take a knee.
I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on third. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
And there it is, that symbol that ends a game that one team loves and the other team can't stand. Taking a knee. And guess what? The visitors came in and got it done. Wild card round. First step on their way to trying to get to the Super Bowl.
First step indeed. They're underdogs. We'll see if they can continue to make some noise in the playoffs, but a good first step. Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everybody.